Okay, so hi. I don't normally do videos where I talk for many reasons. Um, First of all, my voice always sounds kind of like I have a cold to allergies, but somebody asked through Ask FM, I'll link it in the comments, if I would do the Pokemon Tag video thing. And while I don't have a webcam, I figured I could at least try and do this and talk for a bit, so here we go. Question 1. What is your favorite Pokemon type? I really like water Pokemon, normal Pokemon, and fairy Pokemon. Those are essentially my favorite types. I also like its attacks. So, yeah. Question 2. What is your favorite Pokemon region? Well, actually, this says what is your favorite region. But that's besides the point. Anyway, um, I generally really like Kanto. Probably nostalgic reasons, if anything. But I'm also fond of Ore because I really like Phoenix City. I just love that city's layout and everything. So that's easily one of my favorites, but yeah. Question 3. Which Pokemon games do you own? I actually have all of them except for Crystal, for some reason. I don't know why I never got Crystal, but yeah. Question 4. In the games, what gender do you normally play as? I usually play as a girl, because I'm a girl. Obviously the ones where you have a choice, there I ended up playing as a guy because I couldn't pick any other option, but yeah. Question 5. Do you watch the anime? I used to watch it, and then Misty left, and now I just watch it randomly. I generally keep up with all the movies, but that's about it. So yeah. Question 6. How many seed in the max of your latest game? 719, because I'm a completionist. But yes, so that's an Alpha Sapphire, so yep. And in that game, how many own in that Pokédex is question number 7. And as I said, I'm a completionist, so 719. Do you even like Pokemon? I actually get this question a lot, which is really sad. I like Pokemon a lot. I like it for different reasons than most people seem to. The battling is generally my least favorite part, which generally seems to really bother people. But I like Pokemon. I like collecting Pokemon. I like the Pokemon for what they are. I like the idea of exploring and traveling journey with these Pokemon you meet and become friends with and stuff. I don't like the battling that much. Question 9. Do you collect trading cards? I used to collect them. I have all of Series 1. I actually had them in first edition before my dad switched them out and sold them because we needed money. But so I don't collect them anymore. It was just getting too expensive, and I knew they would keep doing it. So yeah, I used to, but don't now. Obviously, I mean I still have some, but I don't fully collect them. If you have the trading cards, do you play the game or just collect? For question 10. Really collect anymore. I still have some. I played the game very briefly. There used to be a Pokemon League at a Toys R Us near me, so I played it to get the little badges and stuff, and my dad and cousin actually built me a deck. I'm terrible at building decks. I still play on the Pokemon TCG Online a bit for fun, and I always enjoyed the Pokemon TCG Game Boy game. So I played a little bit, but I'm not really competitive with it, and I still prefer collecting in general. So, question 11: do you draw Pokemon? Well, I just uploaded a Pokemon Art Academy thing, so but I am really a bad artist, so not really. I mean, sometimes I try and then I usually give up because it's awful looking, but occasionally. Question 12. What is your favorite Pokemon? If you couldn't guess by the artwork, which is drawn by Silvar, thank you, Mega Autono is my favorite. I love its design a lot, and it makes me sad that I cannot play with it in Pokemon with me. Very, very. Question 13. What is your second favorite? Before Mega Onino was introduced, I've had a lot of Pokemon that are up there. Togepi, Pikachu, Cleffa, Jigglypuff, um, Diancie, Celebi. Those are just a few to name some. Pikachu is probably my second favorite just because if you asked me before Mega Onino was introduced, that's probably what I'd say. Though a lot are just really close. I can't tell you why Pikachu is my favorite. I want to say more for nostalgic reasons than if anything. I definitely preferred its original look compared to the new one, but I've never been that fond of electric types in general, like just the typing. But I actually don't have as many favorites for that are electric type, and I totally lost my train of thought. um, oh, and yellow's just not really one of my favorite colors, so I don't know why Pikachu's always been up there, but I do love Pikachu a lot. Question 14. What is your favorite legendary? Like my second favorite Pokemon, I have a lot up there. The ones that come to mind right away are probably Celebi, Articuno, and Diancie, followed by Jirachi, who's also really close. But yeah, I like a lot of legendaries. Question 15. What is your second favorite? As I mentioned, Jirachi's probably second. Like, it's close, but not quite. I also like Manaphy a lot. But again, I have a lot of favorites, so it's really hard for me to just narrow it down like that. Question 16. Do you know what number 493 the National Dex is? I'm pretty sure that's Arceus. Um, don't you remember when there's only 493 Pokemon? And when there are only 151? And so many much smaller numbers? And now there's 721, ignoring two that technically aren't really being mentioned yet. I mean, Hoopa, I guess, is being mentioned, but yeah. Question 17. Would you rather have a Meowth or a Growlithe? I do like both. I'd probably lean towards Growlithe because I just prefer dogs, even though I really love animals in general. Plus, every time I think of Growlithe, I always think of that episode with Growly and James, and that's adorable. Question 18. Do any of your relatives play Pokemon? My cousins and my sister sometimes do, but it's rare, so I'm mostly the only one who plays in my family. How often do you think about Pokemon? I honestly don't know. I mean, sometimes I think about it a lot, other times not so much. I think about Mega Auto a lot, though, probably. Question 20. Do you hide the fact that you like Pokemon from your real life friends? I don't really have, even if there's, I don't really have many people I know in real life, so even if I wanted to, I don't have anyone to, I guess. What pets do you have that resemble Pokemon for question 21? Um, right now I only have one dog. She's kind of similar to Lillipup. She's a Maltese with a puppy cut, so. Question 22. What Pokemon do you hate the most? I actually don't hate any Pokemon. There's definitely some I don't like as much as others, but I would never really say I hate any of them. Question 23. Which evolution do you like best? Um, I really like Vaporeon and Espeon. Those are really my two top favorites. But question 24. Which cast form is the best? The rain form is probably my favorite. They're all really cute. Question 25. Which Deoxys form is the best? I like the normal and speed forms best. Question 26. Articuno, Zapdos, or Moltres? Articuno easily, with Moltres in second and Zapdos in third. 27. Lugia or Ho-Oh? Despite the fact that I've actually always played Pokemon Gold first, I probably prefer Lugia, though Ho-Oh is really close to being right there. I mean, both are pretty nice. But I really like Pokemon 2000, so in general, Lugia is just slightly higher for me. Which brings us to the final question. Which two people will you tag? And so if you're watching this for some reason and you want to do it, go ahead. I'm not really going to name people. I don't really know anybody who would probably bother. Um, so yeah, if you want to do it, go ahead and do it. I'll put all the questions in the description, and that's about it. Thank you for watching, and sorry you had to listen to me this whole video.